realities of life. Why would I advise a man to get involved with something that would bring him extra hardship when there are other options? For what? For the P? Really? Every other woman has that. Ladies, marry before you carry and stay in the relationship regardless.
To the market, what you're basically saying is, hey, the man I married and had 2 children was not high value. But now I'm coming to the market, divorced, older, with 2 children, wanting a man who was financially better than the one I had 2 kids for.
Yeah. I know it sounds bad, but at the same time,
it sounds exactly like what it is.
Women want this idea of complete control over their life. They want complete control over their activity. I can tell you one thing. Marriage is a union where both of you are a brand. And ladies, if you want to go out and destroy your brand that the man has created, you got another thing coming.
Welcome to Male Reality Lessons, where topics are reviewed and discussed as iron sharpens iron. In today's video, we're going to deep dive into the single mother dating scenario. With the popularity of this current little video with the song that's attached to it, now that you're a single mom, it moved me to discuss this particular subject of dating single mothers deeply. A lot of women are outraged just behind this one little simple song, but it's deeper than that. It is literally a mirror being held in their face, knowing that they effed up, but they don't want to accept it. It is quite evident in today's dating market and on social media that a lot of single mothers, not all, but a lot, feel that their value does not change regardless of how many children they have sired by 1, 2, 3, or 5 different men, and come to the marketplace thinking they can get the best quality man that's available. Ultimately, this situation is just destined for disaster, especially from the man's perspective. From the perspective of a man that has done all he can to stay out of the fray, do what he needs to do to make himself successful, to include not having children out of wedlock.
Being a stepdad is a disadvantage, man. It's a disadvantage because look at this here, man. These females got all these kids by these dudes, and these dudes done showed them that they was trying to be alpha, and these dudes done been toxic, and they don't love him, and they ain't doing this because they showing you. Like most lions in the jungle do, I'm gonna knock down all y'all because I want my seed to breed this way. I want my seed to breed this way. You dig? So I'm gonna knock down you. I'm gonna knock down you. Come on over here. I'm gonna knock down you. Boom. And that's what they do. They go hike and gap their ass open for this dude, Tyrone. They go gap their ass open for this dude, Pookie. They go gap their ass open for this dude, Ray Ray. And then a lot of them don't even know who the dad is. The same thing like the lions did, right? Okay. So now, after that, the real lions gonna say, man, if you look at what a lion do when it comes to take over a pride, and if it's cubs, it's gonna do what to the baby cubs? It's gonna kill them. Because lions say, y'all ain't finna make me no simp stepdaddy. I ain't finna be no stepdaddy taking care of another lion's cub. Because when I roar, these cubs gonna feel my roar. These are my kids. So in other words, when I roar, they gonna feel the vibration of me. They gonna know I'm daddy. They gonna be no debating with y'all about what to do with the kids and what you can't do with the kids, because these my cubs.
Respectable man, he gotta deal with you, your 4 kids, and then the 4 men that come along with those kids. Let's just say one of your children gets into it with him. I'm gonna call my real dad.
Yo, son, what's up? What?
You're not my dad! You also
If you're enjoying the video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Male Reality Lessons. Now, I'm not an alarmist, but this last case just proves the point that in today's modern times, it's just not cost effective to date a single mother. It used to be we treated women like the fair sex, but feminism and the archaic laws on the books just don't allow us to be naive to think we can't get took. Don't believe me? Listen to the barrister Dennis Spurling.
Can you make a male babysitter pay child support? I'm a single mom going to college with my sister. We currently rent an apartment together. A couple of weeks ago, I asked my neighbor, a trustworthy guy, if he could watch the kids for 2 hours. Well, I went to class and my sister wasn't home and he agreed. If he babysits and doesn't accept pay, can I sue him for child support because he took on a fatherly role? I'm sure I can convince the court that he accepted the fatherly role. So basically what I'm saying is, if you're not careful, you could get caught up in a situation where you could have a judge, a woman sue you. Yes. And so the answer, her first question, can you sue him? Yes, you can sue him. Now, can you get a lawyer to sue him? That's going to be based on whether or not a lawyer feels like there's a good faith claim. But if you got something, if you got that Oberfield Hodges case, and you couple that with the fact that you got this case out of Michigan, and I posted this up too, O'Shea, if you can allow it, because I want the people to see the language. This is what the court said in that November 2015 case. This court stated that given its recognition that a person who is not the biological father of a child may be considered a parent against his will, which means even if you fuss and fight, that ain't not my child. That's not my child. I don't want to be the parent. It's not that he even volunteered to say, I'm the daddy, call me daddy, No, not like the case in Stankovic case. They're referring to another case that happened back in 1996. Against this will, they made this guy be the dad. Consequently, they burden him with the responsibility of paying child support. Such a person in being treated as a parent may also seek rights of custody or parenting. So basically they're saying, yeah, before, we can make somebody be the father against their will. That wasn't a problem. And we would burden them with child support. But it was kind of up in the air whether or not we would give this non-biological parent permission to spend time with this child. But now, since the equitable parent doctrine has been strengthened by the Oberfield Hodges case out of the Supreme Court of the United States, yeah, we'll go ahead and let them have parenting time too. So what does this mean for the average brother who's hanging out with a single mom? What it means is if she can get someone to write a letter or someone to come testify that, he took my child to school. He picked my child up from school. He paid for my child's clothing. He took my child to the doctor. He babysat. He took my child to a babysitter. To a baseball game, football game. But he overall spent his time with my child. And heaven forbid, they call you daddy or stepdad, right? So now what have you done? You've basically given them enough facts to at least allege that you've taken on the fatherly role. So when you break up with your ex-girlfriend and you say, I'm done with you, you cheated on me, you broke the windows out of my car, I'm through with you, she can then go find a family law lawyer, present to him that fact pattern, and then what? And then you get sued because the lawyer says, well, I have a good faith belief this child, under the equitable parent doctrine, there's a good faith belief, there's a good claim here. Like maybe I'll lose, maybe I'll win. But guess what? Even defending that is going to cost you money. You're going to have to retain a lawyer to fight against that. That may be $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, and when it goes up on an appeal, it can be astronomical. So you got to fight with a woman who and they know and everybody knows you haven't had a child with. You may not even have had a sexual relationship with the woman. That's how expansive this can go. So what I'm trying to warn you guys is this is the potential that's out there. I'm not saying it'll happen today. I'm not saying it'll happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen at some point. Somebody is going to be the test case because here's what the government is looking at. The government is saying marriages rates are going down. We need somebody to take the out of wedlock birth rate is going up. We need somebody to help take care of these kids because otherwise we're on the hook for taking care of these kids. We got to pay for medical. We got to pay for welfare. We got to do that. So why not get the closest man available to help pay for those kids? So if a woman can get you on the hook, man, she will.
Well, I'm not an attorney, but in my dealings with them, I know that they always say, even if a case seems far-fetched, it only takes a good attorney and a judge or jury to get what is known as precedent set, and it can become the basis for cases from state to state to state and ultimately nationally and become a law. But nonetheless, dating single mothers in today's climate with women professing how strong, independent, and ultimately selfish in many situations is risky business. Yet, I want to hear from you in the comment section. Tell me how you feel about this subject and how you would navigate the current dating environment if you are a single man. Lastly, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Male Reality Lessons and have a good day.